Ladies, who's ready? It's been a couple weeks. Shall we have tea, darling? Oh, it's gonna be a fun day, ladies. It's gonna be a fun day. So today, we're having cinnamon apple spice tea, and we're gonna spill some tea. Hello, darling. Let me just turn this down. And let's get right to it today. So it's been a couple weeks since we've done tea time. So before we do our tea time, we're going to do our tea time disclaimer. Because I won't lie, a couple people don't like the tea time. Tea time is usually about gossip and bad things and things that are ticking me off. So it's slightly less positive, than our other content, but never negative, because Dory's never actually negative. But when we do tea time, we talk about the real. We talk about the real issues, the real problems that we're having, things that we are encountering. So disclaimer, if that's not the kind of chat you're in the mood for today, then join me tomorrow and we're going to make popcorn for Fun Flavor Friday. But today we're going to spill the tea, and that's what we're going to do today. So if you guys saw the post that I made about this live, then you kind of have an idea about what we're going to talk about today. But I'm going to have to tell you guys a couple things, A, that I don't want to, and B, you might not want to hear. So let me get comfy, let me get my chair set up, and let's get cozy and have some tea together today. So I guess we start here. I wouldn't say I've ever lied to you guys, but I have omitted some truths that perhaps when I look back now maybe aren't all that helpful. I have never said anything other than the keto community is super supportive and super loving and super welcoming, and I invite you guys to share your journey, share your stories, share your content, share. That's kind of my motto, right? If you guys know me, you know that's been my motto for the last year and a half. But what I've never told you is what happens when you do. What happens when you do? What happens when you do share? And you encounter a keto community that's not the loving, kind, welcoming community that everybody talks about, where everybody is sisters and friends and everybody gets along. And we never really talked about that. And okay, so again, I've struggled with this because I never outright lied to you guys about it, but I've omitted a lot of truths about it, like a lot of truths about it. But I felt like saying negative things didn't help, that it didn't help anybody or benefit anybody, and that maybe it would discourage somebody from wanting to share their story. And as I've progressed in my journey, and as I'm seeing people who message me and they say, Dory, I'm so inspired by your journey. I've started a group. I've started a page. I've started an Instagram for keto. I want to share my story. And I'm so excited for them when they start on their journey. And then they encounter some of the things that I did. And I'm like, oh, so I could have warned you about that, I guess, but I didn't know if it would be helpful or not. So I'm kind of feeling a little bit bad that I never really said anything about these things, because they really started right from the very beginning. Like the very first video that I ever made and I tried to share was the first dose of keto hate I received. I was, 3 days into my YouTube channel and super excited to make content to share, and I was only member of a couple small groups. So I shared it. I was very happy and very excited to share it. And what I learned right away is inside of our community, behind the scenes, with the people who run the keto groups, they don't like self-promotion. So me making a video and then posting my video in their group is self-promotion. Now, on the other hand, if you come across a video of mine and you love it and you post it in their group, that's okay. That's fine. That's sharing. That's allowable sharing. But when you share your own content, now you are trying to steal their people, be in competition with them, all kinds of ugly things. I've heard every variation from you're the competition to you're the devil. Because I'm so evil. And here's the thing. I'm so sweet and kind and fun that everybody assumes that everybody's just really nice to me. And I don't ever tell you guys any differently, because why would I, right? Like, I don't want to be that person who gets on their channel and is like, oh, poor me, everybody, picks on me and is mean to me. But when I encourage you all to share like I do, it's occurred to me that, you know what, you guys have probably gotten a little heat maybe somewhere here or there for sharing, sharing your content, sharing your stories, posting things, and maybe not everywhere is going to be as receptive as you thought they would be. So today we're going to start with the post that I made for this live to chat with you guys about, and I'm going to show you what happened the last time I ran into some group drama. Now, I will tell you guys, normally I wouldn't post names. Like, I would normally crop it out so that you couldn't see any names or anything, because I don't really like to call shade and I don't really like to call names. But this time I decided they've put me on display on their wall of assholes, so I don't think they deserve really any courtesy back from me. Like, if they have a screenshot of me and I'm proudly displayed on the wall of assholes, then I don't feel like I need to really cut their name out of the post neither. Sorry, I just don't feel like I should. So if you guys remember, about a month ago, we got to meet Dr. Ryan Lowry, and I was really excited. We had a super fun live, and he's amazing. It was great. It was a really fun live. If you guys haven't seen that one, I will post a link for it. And I was very proud of the live. The live itself was titled, I believe, Keto Misconceptions. Let me look. I'll tell you guys what the video is actually called, because I think that matters too. Like, it wasn't just a recipe. Like, I wasn't posting just random content, so that matters. I want you guys to know that I was posting something of valid content. So the live was called Misinformation, the Real Enemy. And it was a live about how the misinformation around the keto community spreads and shares. So I figured it was a really good live to share. It was a shorter one. It was 30 minutes, so shareable content. And let's be honest, Dr. Ryan's pretty cute. Like, he pretty cute. He a doctor. We had a fun live. It was an absolute blast. And so I was pretty proud of that live. And I won't lie, I shared it everywhere. I shared it everywhere. Everywhere. I shared it in every group that I'm a member of. And why wouldn't you? Like, I was pretty proud of that. We got to meet Dr. Ryan Lowry, and it was an awesome live, and he's super fun and also cute as a button. Like, hello, who wouldn't want to share that? So I shared it into every group I'm a member of. Now, I don't usually share to groups that aren't in my sharing network. And in a little bit, I'll explain to you guys what that is. But I don't generally make a habit of sharing out of my network. So this is something I don't normally do. I don't generally post my content anywhere. But I was really, really particularly proud of this one live. So I posted it. I posted it everywhere. And I immediately got tagged in comments, and I was like, oh, okay, there's a comment. And the comment was, Dory Lynn Marie Sonnenberg, what part of don't put your YouTube links don't you understand? So I'm going to give you 1 more minute, and then your dumbass is going to be blocked. Got it? So don't try coming back up in this group. Find somewhere else to post your shitty YouTube. And someone else commented, some people never learn, and they tagged her, are you kicking her out or am I? To which she responded, nope, I'm going to kick her dumbass out, and make sure you screenshot it and put that up on the wall of assholes. That's right, you're an asshole. Want to know something funny? The group is called Keto Shits and Giggles. You know, for shits and gigs. We're fun here. Like, we're fun here. Like, what are you talking about? We're totally fun here. Like, and I'll tell you guys, this is actually the nicest way I've ever gotten kicked out of a group. Like, Queen Wave, darling, that was so kind of you. That was so awesome of you. So again, normally I wouldn't post names along with something like this, but really, if I'm on display in the wall of assholes for sharing a live with a doctor, which is good content that we should be sharing in our community, I don't really care then, right? I don't care. I really don't. And this is truthfully one of the nicest encounters I've had. My first encounter with a mean group, they posted my content just so they could make fun of me behind my back because, well, that's fun, right? And we're in high school, so you post things and then you egg them on in the comments, you pick fights, and then you have fun. If you guys want to watch that video, I'll post that video too, because I did eventually make friends with one of those ladies, and she came to help in my group. Because my gift is making friends of my haters. Cheers. Cheers. Because I think a lot of those people, it's not that they particularly don't like me, they don't understand what I'm doing. And I'm a lot. Like, I won't lie. I realize I'm a lot. I have a very large personality. So when I go into a bigger group, they feel like I'm trying to take something from them, right? Like, I'm trying to steal some thunder. I'm trying to build myself off of their hard work. I'm trying to, you know, whatever, any number of things. That group I don't think is any larger than my group that I built from nothing myself, right? Like, I have my own platform, but the things that I share because I feel like they're of value to you guys. And I discovered early on that I wasn't really able to share my own content. And not only because of groups. Now, mean groups are one area of why you can't share content, but Facebook is actually the biggest bully of them all. I'm going to tell you guys a secret. Like, when it comes down to it at the end of the day, the biggest bully I've dealt with in this last year and a half is Facebook. Before keto, I never used my Facebook for anything. And what I've learned is Facebook tracks on algorithms, which are calculated by computers. So what they do is every 2 weeks, it looks at your profile and says, okay, you do this many things. So say, for example, you do 10 things a week. You make 3 posts, you make 4 comments, you take 2 friends, you've done 10 things this week. So Facebook takes that number and it calculates it every week. And it says, okay, she's doing the same amount of things. You're doing the same amount of things. You're good. Okay, you're good. But what happens if you do more things than you normally do? Before keto, I used my Facebook once every 6 months. Once I got the keto bug, I started posting stuff every day on the regular. So the first time I got Facebook jail, it told me that in a 2-week period, so 14 days, I had made 28 posts, so 2 posts a day. I had commented on those same 28 posts, and I had accepted 19 new friends. And for 2 weeks, that was too much stuff for me. So for the next 2 weeks, I was blocked from making any posts, commenting on any posts, or accepting or sending any friend requests for 2 weeks. So at the end of that 2 weeks, I got my page back, I got my profile back, and I started again doing the same amount of things. So lo and behold, 2 weeks later, I got a message that said, you've made, 28 or 29 posts, you've commented on those same posts, and you've accepted too many friends. So for the last year and a half, I haven't really been out of Facebook jail. Like, I'm blocked from one thing or another pretty much all the time. Right now, I'm blocked from posting on any groups, commenting on any posts that I've made in groups. I'm even blocked right now from posting in my own group. Want to know why? Ask me. Ask me what I did. I actually know this one. I don't always know why I get the Facebook jail, but this one I actually know. I know this one. I got this answer, you guys. Oh my God, you guys are going to laugh so hard. Are you ready? Like, are you actually ready? Because you're going to die. So, I have this amazing friend named Jennifer. She's Keto Cheeto Mama. She's watching. If you guys don't follow her, go follow her. She's awesome. And she is currently doing a GoFundMe to raise funds for her husband's brain surgery due to epilepsy. And I thought, being that Tuesday was Epilepsy Awareness Day, that it would be a great day to make a post for her that had epilepsy awareness and had the places where you could help her. And I made a really cute little video. Did you guys see it? It's really fun. I'm going to show it to you just because. I'm going to show you guys because I think it was a beautiful video, and I think it was something definitely that should be shared. And of all days in the world to share something like that, I believe that Epilepsy Awareness Day was the day to share this post. Oh, hang on. Let me get some volume for us. Let me go back and I'll get us some volume first because I already turned off the volume. Okay, and let me angle it so you guys can see. So, that's what I did. That's what I did. And I won't lie, I shared it. I shared it everywhere. And when I did it, I went, bitch, this is gonna get you jailed. I don't even care. I don't care. This is me. This is 0 beep 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 beeps given. And I knew it was gonna happen when I did it. And I did it anyways. Because honestly, I feel like if there is a time and if there is a moment, and if our keto community is really about sharing the way that we all tell each other it is this not the day to share that message? Like, seems like the perfect day to me, right? And also, I'm not gonna lie, did you catch the hot Marines in there? Like, eye candy. Oh God, now I have laughing tears. Give me 2 seconds. Josh, hashtag not a pervert. Just saying, like. Because you know what? I got that amazing picture from the Marines out of their appreciation for the work I've done to help them and raise awareness for them in their keto community and help connect them together with some keto product sponsors to send them stuff for their giveaways. So you know what, I've done my part for them to help them, and they felt the need to jump on board and help us back. So I really felt like, being that it's Epilepsy Awareness Day, it's the perfect day to do that. So I spent my day making that video, making the 2 recipes. I did the Star Wars cake, Josh, dude, did you see it? Oh my God, it was so good, just saying. And then I made a purple cake. So I posted those things on Tuesday because it was Epilepsy Awareness Day. Sorry guys, you know me, I get all emotional, like I can't not. My Jennifer says the quote that says, "The moment you look, I look at you, I knew you were gonna go to jail," applies here. Oh yeah, I knew it. Like, I knew full on, I knew it. Like, I have been in Facebook jail enough times to know, like, when I am doing shit to just egg Facebook on. Like, really? I do it. Like, I do it. And you know what? It's not just me either. I'm gonna tell you guys a secret. When I met Dr. Ken way back when I very first started my group, there was 20 members in my group. And I'm going to tell you guys how I met Dr. Ken. I was moderator in a Canadian keto group. I'm no longer connected with them. I was only mod for them for a couple of weeks. But my job for them was to approve members. That was all I really did for them. Like, I answered questions in the feed, but mostly my job for them was to approve members. And Dr. Ken applied to be a member of the group, and I was super excited. I was like, oh my God. I messaged them in the mod group, and I was like, oh my God, dude, a doctor wants to join the group, and he looks like he's, like, at the very least a low-carb doctor. Should we look at his stuff? Like, should we do some research and check out his stuff and, you know, let him in the group? And they said to me, "No, Dory, he's not Canadian. Block and delete his request." And I was like, "But are you sure? Because he's a doctor, and he not from Zimbabwe, like an actual real doctor, a keto friendly, low carb friendly doctor. Are you sure we don't want him in the group?" And they said, "No, this is a Canadian only group. You do what you were told to do. You delete his request and you block him so he can no longer find the group," because that's what they did. If they didn't accept you, they block you so you can't find them again to re-request, right? Because you would do that, whatever. So I thought on it, and I did what they said, because it was their group, not mine. I didn't build that group. And I blocked him and I deleted his request. And I thought on it for a couple of days, and I felt shitty on it for a couple of days. And I private messaged Dr. Ken, and I said, "Hi, I'm Dory. I'm a moderator of the Canadian group that you tried to join. Unfortunately, they don't allow any non-Canadian members, and I was forced to block you from that group. However, I do have my very own super small keto group if you would be interested in joining that one instead." And I didn't expect him to answer or reply, perhaps not even read the message. But he got back to me and he was like, "Wow, I appreciate that. That would be really awesome." And that was when I met Dr. Ken, October of 2017. But at that time, it was the same thing. He was getting blocked from everywhere for sharing his content. And he said, "You know, I don't understand, Dory. If you share one of my videos, then you're the queen of the world and you're helping everybody and you are going above and beyond to help people. If I share my own video, then I'm an asshole." Like, and I guess he must have hit the board too. Like, I didn't know why he said that word. But maybe he hit that group. Maybe he's on the board too. I don't know. I never thought to ask him. I'm going to have to ask him. He's busy right now, but I'm going to have to ask him about that because it makes me wonder. So even Dr. Ken, way back then, was in the position that I am now, where everywhere you try to share content, all of a sudden you're the bad guy because you were having the nerve to post your content on their group. And my question is, if we are all doing the same thing, And let's be honest, we're all out here, we're sharing our story, sharing our journey, we're doing it for free. We're working our tails off to just get information out there and share it. Why is it so hard to share it? Like, I have, I think somewhere around 670 YouTube videos that get somewhere between 10 and 50 views each. Now, it has been suggested to me that perhaps it's just because I have too much content. Also, my critics call me spammy. Now, I will say that I prefer the term content blaster. Thank you very much. Because I don't pre-plan my content. I don't pre-time things out. When you see my content, it's not pre-timed posts. I post things when the mood strikes me. If I make 4 recipes that day, you guys are getting 4 recipe posts and maybe 4 videos. Like, because that's how I do. I post what I want, when I want, how I feel like it, and I feel like if that's stuff you don't want to see, then feel free to scroll past. Right? Like, keep scrolling. I'm the one spending 16 hours a day putting out content. If you don't want to watch it, don't look. Is that a bad way to look at it? That's how I feel, though. That's how I feel. All of my content is free. I'm putting out free content. So who has any right to say how much or what kind or what style or how frequently or when or on what platform or how often I should put out the free content that I give people just because I feel like it? Josh says I spam his Instagram inbox all the time. The trick is to picture her in her underwear every time. Or she sounds Canadian. Take a drink. I do, because you know what? I think if there's something that I come across that somebody's going to want to see, I share it. The same as people spam me. Like, oh my God, dude, do you know how many times when a new rainbow hair color comes out, do you know how many times I get that sent to me? Like 50 at least. Like, it comes in my inbox, it gets tagged on my main page, people share it on my public page, they tag me on Instagram. Yeah, like, I'm like, whatever, it's fair game, baby. Which I think is why you should come join me on TikTok. TikTok is more random. It's more my style. It's short 1-minute videos, but man, it's a mosh pit in there, Josh. You would love it. Oh my God. It's like random roll the dice. You never know what's going to be thrown in your face. I love it. I love it. I'm hopping in the fray like nobody's business. If you saw, I posted, I've officially been on TikTok for 2 weeks. And this is what I'm going to tell you guys about my content blasting. Okay, so I have been on TikTok for 2 weeks. Let's go look at my profile and see. Okay, so I have 123 videos on TikTok. That's normal, right? That's totally normal. So, Josh, next time you complain that I'm spamming you, keep in mind I have posted 123 new things in 2 weeks, and I only sent you like 4. Now I'm going to call you out, dude, and I'm going to be like, that's not spammy. I'm going to see how many messages I have sent you this week. I'm nosy like that. And also, I forget who I send stuff to. Sometimes I double send things to people. Now, that's kind of spammy, but mostly it's just because I'm old and I don't understand technology. And I'm going to stick with that one. I said it out loud, and I'm sticking with it. I don't even care. I don't care. I'm sticking with it. Okay, so I sent you the Star Wars cake, which is totally awesome, of course, duh. Now, I mean, granted, that was in 4 pictures, but still awesome, every single one. Hello. Okay, so this week's messages started with Saturday, and I sent you the Keto Fam giveaway on Saturday, so you don't forget to enter, because, hello, you want to meet me at KetoCon? Yeah, you do. Then I sent you, the Keto Brick Cheesecake, the preview, the story, of course, because, with a, look what I'm doing today. Then I said, it's just brick and cream cheese. You can eat this one. Then I promised that I would make a skull version next time. Then I was like, okay, I lied. We're making Star Wars. And then I sent you the pictures of when I made it. And Josh says he's just kidding. He's just glad somebody's messaging him. That's not spamming. Oh my goodness. I do sometimes. Whatever. It's called content blasting. Potato. I prefer potato. Oh my goodness. You guys get a new recipe off me today too. Wanna see? I haven't posted it yet. I've taken the pictures, but I've not yet made the video or even written down the recipe for you. But I will. Check it out. Look at what I made. I made mug cookies today. Wanna see? They're like the fluffy kind, not like the crispy ones we made last time. These ones are more like the fluffy, cakey style cookies. Check it out. So, be ready. I'll be posting that shortly today. Oh my goodness, these are so good, by the way. Oh, I was actually a little bit late, Jess. I was supposed to start at 2 and I started at 2:15. It's just about time for me to wrap up. We got about 5 minutes left before I got to go pick up Jacob. And we're going to talk about, you know, all the stuff that I talk about with Jacob. I basically repeat the same conversation every day with Jacob 30 times. Oh my goodness. Josh says it's much better than some trans Indian dude who usually pops up in the DMs. I don't know. I always get the guys who want my friendship. And I'm like, dude, I'm busy. I ain't got time to be your friend. Do you want keto recipes? Do you want advice? Otherwise, I don't got time to be your friend. Ooh, let's talk about that one. We'll end up on that one because that one was funny too. So I had this guy message me and he was all like, hey, can we be friends? And I said, you know, like, I don't have time. This is my business account. I'm not here looking for romance or anything. I'm certainly not looking for online friends. And he comes back with, oh, we could be friends outside of here as well. Now, this is 3 days in and probably like multiple messages. So by this time I'm kind of cranky with him. And I said, and that would interest me because ... I'm not single. I'm not looking. And if I were, I would certainly pick someone I was interested in and not some random internet guy. And his response to me was, wow, you're such a bitch. I hate it when people are rudey. And he didn't say rude. He said rudy. You're such a bitch. I hate it when people are rudey. Okay, you're right. You've only been messaging me for 3 days straight trying to convince me that the solid relationship I'm in probably isn't the best. And maybe I should just start giving chances to internet strangers. I was like, you know what? I'm happily engaged. Oh, engaged is not married. Couldn't you just give me a chance? Come on. Come on. Couldn't you just give me a chance? I'm really a very nice guy. Sidebar, and again, I don't like to pick on people for what they look like, but sidebar, he was 60 years old, balding, gray, and very overweight. But he messaged me because he thinks I'm very beautiful and attractive, and that's not shallow. Like, it's shallow of me to not want to date a 60-year-old stranger who lives in a different country that I don't know, who messaged me at random. That's very shallow of me. It's very shallow of me to not, like, at least give him a chance. But it's not shallow of him to message a random stranger based upon her appearance and say, oh, I can tell you're such a nice person by what you look like. And as soon as I'm not interested in you, then I'm a bitch. Like, oh my goodness. And we'll end it up on my favorite joke because I know you're going to love this one, Josh. What is the difference between a bitch and a slut? A slut will sleep with everyone And a bitch will sleep with everybody but you. And on that note, guys, I love you and thank you for sharing this with me, because I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if I wanted to talk about this. And you know what? Maybe we'll talk about it a little bit more in future, and maybe it doesn't benefit me to just pretend like everybody is nice and everybody gets along and like our community is all sharing and love and rainbows. And if you guys are going to get out there and start your own page and your own group and your own community, then maybe I serve you better by being honest with you about the experiences that I've had. And maybe it doesn't help you for me to pretend like everything is awesome. Because everything is awesome. And everything is cool when you're part of the team. Everything isn't always awesome. But we can fix it together. So I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing day. And again, I will end this with share your story like I always do. And when people tell you not to share it twice as hard. And just say, meh, I'm willing to go to jail. I know cur. I know cur. I love you guys. Have an awesome day. Bye, darlings.